Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. So I'm just changing things up slightly this week. So here I'm showing you what I ate during the week. Stay tuned.
Hashtag, I'm a big deal. I'm a big deal. Very, very, very important.
So the first meal for the week is couscous with veg. So when I'm doing my couscous, you know I like to flavor it. So here I'm going in with some chopped onions, scallions, garlic, tomatoes, and I'm going to saute this in a pan, and then I'm going to add a vegetable cube. I'm going to go in with some peppers and just let this saute. Now once this is done, roughly about 5 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and add my couscous, and then I'm gonna put some boiling water, making sure that the water covers the couscous. Once I've done this, I'm just gonna turn the flame off and cover it and just leave it. So while the couscous is doing its thing, I'm gonna go ahead and do my veg. So in a pan, I went in with some chopped garlic, onion, scallion, and ginger. Just gonna let this saute. Then I'm gonna add my peppers. I did add a little bit of Scotch bonnet there, my peppers, and some carrots. I'm also gonna go in with some baby corn, add a little bit of hot water, another vegetable bouillon cube, and just let this simmer away for about 3 to 4 minutes. After this time, I'm going to add some thyme. I'm going to go in with some chopped okras. Now these were previously frozen, and I'm also going to add a little bit of my coconut milk powder. I'm going to just stir this up for a bit and cover it and leave it for about another 3 to 4 minutes. After this time, everything is ready and it's just time to plate up and eat. Now on to the next day. So I'm going to do some sweet chili salmon today. I'm going to share this up with some rice and some veg. So first of all, I've already put my rice on, or I have videos of me cooking rice. So if you want to go and check them out, I will link them right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is saute my salmon. Now these were previously seasoned with some fish seasoning, garlic, and onion powder. Now I'm going to saute this on each side for about a minute, add a little bit of butter, and I'm going to pop this in my oven for about 10 minutes. Now whilst that's been done, I'm going to go ahead now and salt my beans out. So I've sauteed onions, garlic, tomatoes, peppers, and I'm going to add my beans. Yes, my peppers and my beans are from the freezer, which you know around here we say convenience, so we like the frozen something them. So I'm going to add about 1.5 teaspoons of garlic granules, add a little bit of water, a little bit of my Maggi all-purpose seasoning, just to give a little bit of taste to the peas because we don't want nothing for taste bland. And I'm gonna add a little bit of butter, cover this, and just let this simmer for about 5 minutes. Once the salmon is done, I'm literally just gonna pour over some sweet chili sauce. Now you can add for a little bit of enhanced flavor, you can add some crushed garlic to this, but my veg is already with the garlic, so we don't want too much garlic for go with bed. No, not around here. So literally once I add the sweet chili, just baste it and food is ready. Just time to plate up. Now guys, when you're at work and you come home, you want to know that you have something quick, because it's literally in, do your thing and just get out of the kitchen. No long thing during the week. Like, when you have time for that, you have time for that, but you see, when you don't have time for it, you just gotta go with what is relatively easy. Now going on to the next day, it's all about the leftovers. I had some salmon left over, I had some rice left over, so I'm gonna go in now, saute some crushed ginger, scallion, crushed garlic and scallion in a pan with some butter. I'm going to also, add about a teaspoon and a half of my toasted sesame oil. Let this saute. Then I'm going to add my salmon. And, as you can see, everything just mix up. Everything going in one container and it going in the fridge. So we just going to throw it in the pot. Now, I saw this thing on TikTok where they put in, the egg yolk in the rice, for make it color the rice. So here is me trying out that thing, Honestly, guys, I didn't really see much difference in it, but everybody do them do. I saw something and I said, I'm try it. I don't remember the person that I saw do it because them things that you just scroll. But anyway, in the same pan, I'm gonna go in with the egg whites because so we're not really waste nothing around here. So, and I'm just gonna, make it cook a little bit. Then I'm gonna add in the rice. Once I add the rice in, just mix that all up. I'm also gonna add some dark soy sauce, just to give it a little bit of color. Add some freshly chopped scallions and boom bam bam, the thing ready. No, no. Boy, when I was growing up, I like to put salad cream over everything, and I kind of stop it, but look like I start it up again. So, just feel little pretty, little salad cream and little, more fresh scallion and, a hint of cayenne pepper just to put some heat through the dish. And yes, another dinner ready and served. Next day, we're going to, do up some canned beef and quick thing again, little dumpling and yam and banana thing. So, here I have my flour, my cornmeal, salt, added water. I'm just going to make this into a dough. Tight enough, but not too tight, because the aim is not for pop out with jawbone. The aim is to eat and eat nice. Now, once your dough is ready, I'm just going to start making my dumplings. Now, when I'm cooking food, I do like to go in with the dumpling first. One, I don't need to worry about no kind of taste or smell or stain on my hand that's going to get into the flour. That's one. And two, I don't think dumpling can overcook in the words. So if the banana and the yam overcook it, I go mash out and that now I'm to the dumpling. So I do like to go in and make my dumpling first and put it in the pot for go and cook. Once it's cooked, once it do its thing, so we're going to go start peel the food now, like the banana and the yam and, the thing, then whatever you are using. In this instance, yes, I have a little piece of yam and little banana. Make sure your pot is boiling. I did put a little bit of oil in there because it stops, when the banana go into the pot, it'll go, kind of discolor everything, so you don't want that. So put in a little bit of oil in there just to, stop the whole bad color business, because we don't eat bad color food. And also some salt, if I did not mention that before. Now, and to peel my banana, yes, you want to put a little bit of oil on your hand because banana come with stain, and we don't want to black on we finger the next day when we are going to work, like you go home and you never bathe the night and all of them things there. That not going to work. So put a little bit of oil on your hand to stop the stain, your hand for stain up. Now, when you're peeling your banana, if you don't know how to peel banana, you kind of cut the top, just run the knife along whilst you kind of pushing the peel off. And yeah, if you know, you know. And as I said before, I did have a little piece of yam, so we don't want it for rotten, so we are going to cook it up. As you can see, we have to cut it up and dig it out, and the thing go with yam already. We have to cut out the little bad part and save the good part. But yeah, just gonna start peeling the banana, and this is for those who don't know how to peel banana. We just literally gonna, once you make the slit, we just literally gonna push the skin off the banana, and if there's any little thing left, you're going to use your knife and you're gonna just cut it off, basically, as you can see here. Now, once everything peel up and thing, we're just gonna go ahead now and put it in the pot and just leave the pot over the stuff to go and do its thing. Now, once that's over there doing its thing, we're going to work on the little bully beef, canned beef, whatever you call it. So here we, little pepper, and a little thing I want to put in, little pepper, little onion, tomatoes, sweet pepper, garlic, whatever take your fancy. Whatever take my fancy, that's what I'm going to do. Now, I do like to slice up little canned beef to put in the pot because I find it breaks down better. And furthermore, if you give my mother canned beef and it don't look up on the plate, kind of sick her stomach and she don't eat it. So yeah, we just like to slice it up. That's just how I practice doing it. Now, all I'm going to do now is just add a little bit of black pepper and some mixed veg on it, and just cover it for just make that simmer with about 5-10 minutes and break it up halfway between, and that's ready. Make sure you check my pot, make sure it's still have enough water and the little thing and food thing. You see, once it starts to float, you're nearly there. Now you see, dinner don't take long. By the time this, just cover it back, you know, stir up the corned beef, cover it back for another 5 or 6 minutes or so, and you know everything ready. And it's just time for plate up. You know, this little plate did want a little slice of pear or avocado or whatever you call it, where you come from, but you know, never in the house, so hence it's not on the plate. But however, it never did like stop with and enjoy like a food. You can see the steam, so you know, so this hot, well hot, you know, down in your belly, feel nice kind of thing we are dealing with. There goes another dish now. For the last dish of the week is another leftover. Had some bananas leftover, so I thought, you know what, steam look like a fish here. So here I have some red brim. In this plate I have cut up pumpkin, carrot and a little bit of chocho. And you know, we have some thyme, scotch bonnet, garlic, onion, and we're just gonna do it in. Now in my when I steam fish, I do like to use like a cock soup and like a fish tea, but not the noodles. So we're gonna strain it off and make sure, you know, a little powder residue come out at the bottom, and you know the noodle can just go in at the bin. Yes, that kind of a wasting, but you know, I don't have no time for you to eat some of them. Something I do find sometimes with the fish tea, you know, especially over here, they kind of clump up a bit, but just break it down and every day you have to do dash it in the pot. From in a date, we're using it. So in the pot now with some butter, we're gonna saute the onion, scallion, pepper, and garlic for a few minutes. Then we're gonna go ahead and add some boiling hot water. Now once we add the hot water, I'm gonna go ahead now with the cock soup and the fish tea mix. Then we're just gonna add in the food, you know, the slice of pumpkin, carrot and the chocho. Gonna let this bubble away for about 3 minutes. Then we're gonna, you know, just add our fish, you know, add in a little bit of thyme and just cover it and just let this simmer, I would say, for about 10 to 15 minutes. Guys, thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on your post notification bell so you know when I upload a new video from returning subscribers. Thank you all so much. Big up on yourself. Now halfway through, you can, you know, go and put the liquid, the juice, base it, whatever you call it, but just don't stir it because you don't want the fish to mash up. Then for about the last 5 minutes, I'm just gonna go in and add my okra, and yes, it is frozen because convenience, we say, especially during the week when you just want in and out, as me say. And fish ready. Just serve it up with a 2-finger overnight banana. That's what I had, and that's what I wanted. And there you have it, another meal ready. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and let me know if you like this kind of videos. And as I always say, aim high, work hard but smart, because the sky's the limit and only you can limit yourself. Catch you in the next video, guys. Bye.